Now, Italy's transport minister says Malta has refused, that is, to take in a ship carrying more than 200 refugees rescued from rubber dinghies off the Libyan coast. Danilo Toninelli slammed Malta's decision as absurd and inhumane. His remarks come as Italy's new Interior Minister Matteo Salvini refused port to the same vessel. On June 11th, Salvini also blocked the Aquarius rescue ship, which was carrying over 600 refugees, from docking at the country's port. Move sparked a row with the European Union. Leaders from 10 EU member states will meet Sunday in Brussels to discuss how to best stem the flow of refugees into the bloc. Joining us now out of Ontario is Jason Unruhe, political commentator and analyst. Hello, Jason. It's a pleasure to have you back on the program. Now, your thoughts on what we're seeing here. I mean, ultimately, these refugees are going to dock somewhere in Europe. This is going to cause a huge row in the very near future if it already hasn't.
Well, certainly it is. A lot of the European countries don't want to take in refugees. And I think a lot of this stems from, frankly, what I think is the elephant in the room. That if a lot of these European powers, Italy being one of them, were to stop advocating the wars that were causing the refugees to begin with, we wouldn't be looking at this situation. They complain about Libyans leaving the country, which is now to slavery and all other kinds of nasty measures after the removal of Muammar Gaddafi, which Italy was a very large supporter of. And then they have the audacity to get angry that somebody would want to come into their country to get away from the, economic and political hardships that they themselves actually created. It's almost like a really farcical game of hot potato where everybody is just throwing the refugees back and forth until somebody eventually lets them in. This is a problem that has extended long before this, even during colonialism, when the brutal measures that were used to control the country, whatever particular country was being occupied, would drive people out of it, and then they would move into the country that was carrying out these crimes in order to escape poverty, in order to escape oppression. I mean, this is a problem that has existed for a very long time. It's just only in the last little while that it has increased due to largely the U.S. So-called war on terror. I think that really that we're looking at this because the European powers keep on supporting the U.S. or other countries of invading various countries throughout the Middle East and North Africa as well, which creates the whole situation of having these refugees to begin with. It's more of a case of they want to carry out these actions, but they don't want to take any of the responsibility for it.
So you make the bed, you sleep in the bed. Thank you, Jason Unruhe, for joining us there out of Canada, political analyst.